All right, so we're gonna start with a warm-up. You can do all of these, seated or standing if you'd like. We're gonna do some dynamic warm-ups, so we're moving the whole time. We're gonna start with some shoulder circles, so just lift your shoulders, shrug them up to your ears, and just go forward. Try and get as big of a range of motion as you can, just with those shoulders. And then in about 20 seconds, we're gonna switch directions. All right, and we're gonna go backwards. So really try to touch those shoulder blades together. Just really feel it through your chest and through your upper back. While you're doing pretty much all the exercises today, just try to keep your core engaged. So imagine that you're pulling your belly button in toward your spine, and just try to get your spine and your head and everything in a straight line like you have a board running up there. All right, and now we're gonna switch to just side leans. So we're gonna reach toward the floor with one hand and then over the head with the other, and just slowly switch side to side. Just keep moving. And the more that you pull that hand that's toward the sky, the more you're gonna get that stretch in your obliques and down through your back. Maybe even a little bit into your delts and your triceps. Mine are sore, so I don't know if that's why I'm feeling them. Jeremiah could probably answer that question. And we're gonna keep going. We've got 25 more seconds of these. All right, 10 more seconds. Just keep stretching. If you can get deeper as you go, that's awesome. If you can actually reach the floor, way to go. All right, and now we're gonna switch to our next one. So this one's gonna be, I think Luke calls it the Michael Phelps, so just the one where you swing your arms and hug yourself. Every time you're gonna switch which arm goes over top. Pretend like you're trying to clap the back of your hands together. If you can do that, wow, you're flexible, but just go for it. Try to reach as far back and as far forward as possible. All right. A few more seconds of these. Then we're just gonna do some wide arm circles. And we're gonna start going forward just like this. So reach forward and reach as far back as you can. And we're gonna switch and go the other direction in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So switch and go backwards this time. Beautiful. You guys are still able to hear me? We're gonna move on to hip circles or trunk circles. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Okay, did you ever lose me?
Yeah, you froze for a bit.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. So we're gonna move on to hip or trunk circles. So if you're seated, it's just your trunk. So you're gonna move all the way forward and back. Try to kind of bend down into your body. If you're doing trunk circles, or not trunk circles, hip circles, you're gonna do that same motion, but your hips are gonna be the moving part. So I'll start with these and then I'll go to the next one. And we're gonna switch directions in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now switch directions. All right, in 3, 2, and 1. All right, so for today's workout, if you have some small hand weights, it can be water bottles, it can be a can of corn, it can be like an actual weight, or you can just do any of these exercises with no weight at all. That's awesome. I might even recommend it for some of these because we're going to do some long holds. And also make sure you have water nearby. We're going to do water breaks pretty regularly. So go ahead, if you have water, just take a drink right now, and then we'll get started in a few seconds with our first exercise. So while you guys are drinking, our first exercise, you can do standing or sitting. We're going to target our shoulders, especially our rotator cuffs, our traps, our delts, all those muscles that you use a lot in dragon boat or in everyday life. So you're going to start with your hands holding your weights if you want to, and you will have your thumbs pointed in towards your legs. So if I'm standing, it'll look like this with my thumbs in. If I'm seated, it'll be the same way, just with my hands down to the sides of the chair. And so what you're going to do is you're going to lift those up into a T position. When you get to the top, you're going to flip them over. And then you're going to come back down, rotate again, and then back up into that T position. And we're just going to do that smooth motion. So if you're seated, it'll look like this. If you're standing, it'll look, whoa, I'm going to go a little bit further back. Look a little bit more like this. And we're just going to do that for 40 seconds. And then we'll hold in an upright T position with those hands pointed down for 20 seconds. And we'll continue from there. So if you're ready, get those hands down at your sides. I'm going to slide this direction a little bit. Hello, Beckhams. So we're just about to start our first exercise. So if you have any like small weights, water bottles, canned goods, anything like that, that's great. Our first exercise you can do seated or standing. We're going to put those weights to our sides with our thumbs pointing in. Reach up to a T position, flip them over, come down, and then rotate again. And we're just going to kind of do this. Look kind of like a bird when you're doing this. And we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. And then for the Beckhams, when I say to hold, we're going to just hold our arms up in a T position with our thumbs pointed toward the ground. And you can do this as fast or as slow as you want. If you're using weight, try and go a little bit slower just so you don't aggravate any muscles or pull anything, because that would be really not good. All right, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. I'm gonna hold this for 20 seconds, then we'll have a little break and we'll do it again. We got 10 more seconds, you're doing great. 4,
I think you guys can let go. She froze. So get some water. Hey, Sarah and Colin, good to see you. I'm glad you guys are back.
What's up?
How's it going?
Good.
I told him to stop. I'm pretty sure you were done.
Yeah, I was like, okay, we are gonna start again in about 10 seconds. I hope that I don't continue losing internet. I don't know what's going on.
I think it's because she's in Lake Hood. I'm just kidding, Lakewood. But get ready to start in 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So get the reps in.
Thanks, Gilbert. I don't know why I keep cutting out here.
Yeah, no problem. If you freeze, I'll just go based off the exercise you're doing.
Okay. Because we're going to do every exercise twice. So hopefully we can make this work. All right, we've got 10 more seconds, and then we're going to hold.
So go ahead and start holding.
All right, if you can hear me, we have 10 more seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now we're gonna rest. You have about 30 seconds. We're gonna do the same exercise, but we're gonna have our hands the opposite direction. So this time, our thumbs will be pointed out away from our bodies. You'll lift up into that T, and then like you're dumping whatever you have, come back to your sides, fill it up, dump it, and fill it up over and over and over again. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So fill it and dump it, and fill and dump. Awesome. Oh, Gina, you got some serious weights going on. Nice job. And Sarah, your form is looking perfect. You've got those shoulders straight out. I'm loving it. All righty. Got about 14 seconds, and then we're gonna hold. This time we're gonna have our thumbs pointing toward the ceiling when we hold. 4, 3, 2, and hold. Got 20 seconds here. I hope you guys are feeling the burn as much as I am. Yeah, Sarah? Okay, good. Got 10 more seconds of holding. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Got 30 seconds. We're gonna do that one more time. Gilbert, how's that working with the band? I hadn't thought about doing it like that.
It's harder, and then mine ripped like in the beginning of COVID, so it's smaller. So you see me like struggling because so it's kind of hard when rotating the shoulder. So I think it doesn't work as well as opposed to weights.
Okay. All right, we're gonna start and watch Gilbert struggle and go. Oh, now he's gonna switch to weights, so we can't watch him struggle anymore.
No, and then my weights are too heavy.
All right. Nice job, guys. Almost done with this exercise.
I got Colin now. He's throwing a big boy weight. Look at him go.
I know. I'm seeing that down there.
Can you hear him go, oh my God. Oh my God.
All right. And in 10, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold at the top. We're almost to our last hold, I promise. I don't know. Maybe not. We've got a few more. Got 10 more seconds. Feel the burn. Really lift those weights up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, you've got a water break. Can kind of make sure that you're shaking those shoulders out. You're not letting your arms go slack or cold or anything like that, because it'll just make everything else a whole lot harder for you. Good work, guys. Got about 1 more minute. I'm telling you to get water, and I'm forgetting to drink myself. And for the Beckhams, because you joined us a little bit late, we have a question to think of. If you're ever like in a lot of pain, just think of this question for the end. So if you had to replace both of your hands with kitchen utensils, or really anything in the kitchen, what would you replace them with? So that's just, food for thought. We'll talk about it at the end. Got about 30 more seconds. So our next exercise, we're gonna have weights or no weights, whatever you want, and you're going to lift up in front of you, then you're gonna come down back in front, and then up into a T, and down, in front, down, T, down, and then up. And we're gonna do that starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So lift in front of you, down to the sides, up into a T, and down to the side. Alrighty, and we're gonna do this, and then We're going to do a 20-second hold. We're going to have our hands straight out in front of us with our palms facing the ground. All right, we've got 20 more seconds. Doing great. And if this is getting too hard on your shoulders with the weights, feel free to drop them. Got 3, 2, and hold in front of you. If you're standing and you want to make this harder, you can drop into a squat.
And let go. I think.
You're good, you're good. You guys keep freezing at the most inopportune times.
I think she's doing it on purpose. She wants us to hold for like 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, I just really want you guys to struggle in this one, feel the burn.
It's
right,
for that stroke, Becca.
Yep, exactly. We got 5 more seconds and we're gonna do that one more time. All right, and go. And for the next hold, we're going to turn our palms up to the ceiling. Just work a slightly different muscle, more the bottom of your rotator cuff than the top. We've been focusing a lot on the top and the back. So maybe this one won't burn as badly. We'll see. Christina, your form is looking fabulous. We got 10 more seconds. And then we're gonna hold with our palms facing the ceiling. In 3, 2, and 1. Right out in front of you. This brings me back to my waitressing days. This is maybe not as heavy, I don't know. Maybe it's just because there's no like risk of dropping anything on your customers. Well, you know. All right, 10 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop it. All right, our next one is going to be arm circles. So you're gonna have your arms, your palms facing down for the first one, and we're just gonna do small circles. And we'll go backwards for the first set, and then we'll go forwards for that second set. We're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going forwards. And we are going to hold the weight with our palms facing the floor for the first hold. And then we'll switch it up for that second hold. I see Nicole's arms just barely coming up. Otherwise, you'd be able to trick me and say she wasn't working, but she wouldn't do that, right?
Oh, I don't know. And start your hold, I'm assuming. Palms facing down.
10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. You guys came back right in time that time.
Yeah, good thing I can read your mind, Emily.
Right? I've only worked with you for 5 weeks and you already just understand. All right, we've got 10 more seconds of rest. Then we're going to do arm circles backwards. This time, we're not only going to go backwards, but we're going to have our palms facing toward the sky. In 3, 2, 1, and rotate. This one might feel a little funny in the beginning. And then we'll hold with our hands up in the same position. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but my corn is like shaking around in the can. You can hear it? All right, 3, 2, 1, and hold. This hurts so stinking bad. I don't know if you guys are feeling it. Yeah, okay, good. These are the last ones. We're gonna hold our arms out like this, I promise. So just hold on for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, so you can grab some water. The next exercise that we're going to do is a Superman or a fly. So if you're seated, you're gonna lean forward, hold yourself at about a 45-degree angle, extend your hands out like you're Superman or you're on a roller coaster, whatever you're envisioning. And then you're just kind of gonna pull your elbows back and pulse up and just go forward and back. Really engage your core, and you're trying to feel like between your shoulder blades, you should try and pinch them together. If you are standing, go to the ground. Let's see, you can see me.
Okay.
On your back muscles. So we always talk about core and you think abs. It also includes your back. So just a little extra work on your core for this exercise. We're going to start in about 25 seconds.
Hey, Emily, I have a question for you. So
Yeah.
I've just been released from my surgeon, but we just
Okay.
built basically my core. So if I can't extend fully up yet, is it just like the move and then pull my shoulders back? Is that kind of,
Yeah.
can I have an even more modified,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
without
So
bringing it up?
yeah, if you can't bring it up, can you shrug your shoulders back behind you?
Yeah. So
Possible?
yeah, I have
Okay.
just had, I have an incision basically from sternum to belly button. So the
Understood.
core, like today's the first day to engage it back. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, like feeling like that, I was like, oh, that is really tight. But if I
Yeah.
pull back, that's what you're looking for, is that
Yeah.
back?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if
Thank
you're
you.
like, if you want to lean forward even just a little bit and then pull your shoulders back, whatever you're able to do, that back is going to be engaged when you expand your chest. So,
Okay, thank you so much.
yeah, of course.
And you can also row it too on the way
Okay.
up. So like row instead of going high, do like
Okay.
right at
Yeah.
your core area. Row.
Perfect. Colin's hurting, so he's just going to pretend he just had abdominal surgery. But thank you, Gilbert, and thank you, Emily.
Yeah. Sweet. All right, so we're going to start in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yep, and really reach those arms forward if you're able. Pretend you almost have a plank running up your back behind your head and you're just pressing into it. Awesome job. And then when we get to 40 seconds, we're just going to hold in that back position with our shoulders pulled tight together. Awesome job. All right, we got 10 more seconds. Christina, I love it. I can just see your feet and your head just popping up every once in a while. And we're going to hold. So hold at that up position. Pull your shoulders back. Awesome job. Beckham's for being in pain and right out of surgery. That was beautiful. We got 10 more seconds of hold here. Okay. I feel like I'm just like paused or something. All right. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Awesome job. You can stay where you are if you want. We've got another set in about 30 seconds. Sarah and Gina, you feeling good? All right, perfect. You keep freezing up and I'm worried that like I'm frozen and I look down and like Gilbert's moving or something, so we're all good. All right, we got 10 seconds. So if you want to start getting into your position, now would be the time to do it. We're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. This is hard enough. And you're frozen again. Love it. We got 10 more seconds if you can hear me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Awesome. Keep it tight as you can. If you need to let go, that's totally okay. Got 6 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Awesome. Our next one is going to be what I like to call an X crunch. So if you're seated, you can have a lot of different modifications for this. For you guys, I'm just going to ask that you just twist your trunk as gently as you can. Try to engage the obliques if possible, but I understand. Do whatever you can. For everyone else, you're going to try and get your opposite elbow to your opposite knee. So if you're seated, you're going to reach down like that. So just really twist your stomach. If you're able to get a little bit of motion in your legs, you can kind of lift your knees up to your elbows. If you are standing, you're going to get your nice X position, and you're going to crunch standing like this. Okay? Oh, are you frozen again? No. Good, good, good. All right, so whatever you're able to do, we're going to start in 20 seconds. And this one, our hold is just going to be in this X position with your core engaged. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and crunch. So really get that twist as much as you can. If this is feeling too easy, you can add a weight to your hands. Or if you're standing, you can kind of jump with it. Awesome. All right, we got 15 more seconds. And if you want an extra challenge for our hold, then you can hold your right knee to your left elbow or vice versa, and then switch for the next one. So we're gonna hold. Awesome. Really engage that core. Try and reach your hands up like you're trying to hit the ceiling. Awesome job. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. And we've got 30 seconds, and we will start that all over again. Is that feeling good for everyone? Awesome. It's nice to not use your shoulders for once, right? And so this one is focusing mostly on your abdominal muscles and your obliques. You're also getting a little bit of your back, so your lats, and some of your shoulder muscles, depending how far you're able to curve. And then hopefully a little bit in your quads if you're able to move your legs a little bit, get those hips moving. And we're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Crunch. Awesome, and make sure you're breathing. I know that it's really easy to forget that when your stomach is all the way at your legs or whatever. But breathing's super important. And if you pass out, it's not going to do you much good, unfortunately. All right, nice job, guys. We got 15 seconds. And then we're going to hold that X or hold the opposite knee to elbow in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Awesome. Doing great. We got 15 seconds left. Really try to open up your chest. Nice job, Gina. Nice job, Christina. Yes, Gilbert, you're holding that balance. Nice job. And rest. All right, you can get a water break. Keep your legs moving, your arms moving, whatever you've been working. Don't want to get still here. All right, and so For our next exercise, you can grab your weight again if you'd like. I'm going to use just some small hand weights, but that is up to you. So I call these helicopters. If this were a helicopter, it wouldn't fly very well, so just a warning. So I'm going to start with my hands out. I'm going to reach toward my foot in front of me and try and really get that back tilted. So see how you can see the whole back of my shirt, hopefully. So you're going to do that, and then you're going to come back up to that T and back. And so this is really working the opposite lower back muscle, and this is what's used a lot when you're rowing for dragon boat. We have 45 seconds left of rest. Does this exercise make sense if you're standing? You can keep that X position that we had and just reach forward down to the middle. And I don't know if you can see that same curve. And we're just going to do one side at a time. And we'll do each side twice. All right, we've got 20 more seconds of rest. And then we're going to get started. I'm going to start seated, and I'll probably do the rest of the set standing. We'll see, just so you guys can see the motion a little bit better. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reach. And just really pull from that back to get you straightened back up. Is that feeling all right for you? Awesome. I'm sorry, I don't know your name yet, Miss Beckham.
It's Sarah.
Sarah.
Yes, I'm following along. Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, we got 20 more seconds. And no, I'm not going to make you hold in the T position. You're welcome. We're just going to rest between for this set, and you can rest. And we're going to start with the other side now in 10 seconds. Just get a nice breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to reach down to the left, pull up with the right, back, and just really reach. Focus on that twist. Nice job. Nicole, Jeremiah, Sarah, it's all looking beautiful. Christine, you're looking incredibly flexible. All right, we've got 10 more seconds. Then we're gonna rest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome job. All right, I'm gonna stand up for these next ones. All right, 10 more seconds. We're gonna go back to the right side. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exercise. Awesome job, guys. Got 20 more seconds of work. Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Got our last one on our left side. You guys are doing great. We've only got a few exercises left. Whew. All right. I'm starting to breathe heavy, so hopefully you can still understand me. And we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Maybe like teapots would be a better name for this. I feel like I'm 10 again and singing that I'm a little teapot. I don't know if you guys remember that song or not. Yep, cool. At least Gina gets me. All right, awesome job, guys. You got 10 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So now we have a water break, and then we'll move on to our last set of exercises. All right. So this next one is going to be called a figure 8. This is mainly a core exercise. It is up to you how you want to do this, depending on your ability or your preference. So this is going to be a seated exercise. I would recommend doing it in a chair if you have one. Otherwise, the ground will work for you. So you're going to come to the edge of your chair and lean back into more of like a V position. And if you want, you can use your legs to make a figure 8. Well, it's called a figure 8, but it's more like an infinity sign. So you're just going to weave your legs back and forth. You can hold on to the sides of your chair, or you can have your hands out to make it a little bit harder. That is up to you. If you are seated and would like to, you can just use your hands. You can grab a weight if you want, or just go with no weight. And you're going to do that same figure 8. Just lean back as far as you're able to balance. Find that spot on your tailbone. And just tilt your hips back if you're able, whatever is comfortable. We're going to start in about 15 seconds. And if you want an extra challenge, you can totally do both at the same time. This one really tests your balance. I'm not going to do it because I won't be able to breathe, but you're welcome to. All right, and we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. And then you guessed it, we're going to hold in this either V position or just that leaned back position for the 20 seconds after we exercise. And you'll really feel it on this next set, I promise. All right, and hold. Got 20 seconds to hold this. Awesome job. Oh goodness, Christina's even letting go of that chair. Beautiful. Nice job. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, we got 20 seconds of rest, and then we're going to start that all over. Whew. All righty. Now we got 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and figure 8. Awesome job. Nice job, Nicole. Nice job, Jeremiah. Ooh, Sarah, I like the motion with your weight there. That's getting fancy. All right, we got 20 more seconds. All right, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. All right, I'm losing my balance. This is fun. All right, we got 10 seconds left. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And now for my favorite exercise. We're going to do burpees or seated burpees. So a seated burpee is all about control. So you'll lean forward and touch the floor. Pull your stomach back up using your back and your abs, and then reach up toward the sky. Really push, and then bend back down. Sarah, you can either just reach up and down or reach forward and back. If you have weights and you want to kind of just simulate a push-up here, that's perfect. Just up to you how you want to do that. If you are standing, then you get to do the full-on burpee. So you're going to start with a jump, reach down to the floor, kick your legs out into a plank position, come back in, jump back up, and repeat. So I'll do this sideways in case you couldn't see that motion. So we're gonna go up, down, legs out, bring them back in, and jump up. Sound good? All right. So seated, all about control. Standing, it's about form. If you can do it fast, awesome. If you get 6 done, great. 2, I don't care. That's beautiful. All right, we're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. So reach to the floor, push up and down and up. Just really get that core as engaged as you can. Awesome job. Nice job, Christine. Nice job, Gilbert. All right, we got 15 seconds. If you are standing, you're gonna hold a plank. If you are seated, you're gonna hold just a 45-degree fly with your hands overhead. In 10 seconds, I think I messed up that timer, I'm sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. After telling you 10 seconds twice, we'll just hold this for 20. Awesome job. We got 10 more seconds. For real this time. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest for 20. And then we're going to do that one more time. You guys are almost to the end. Awesome job. Got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exercise. Awesome job, guys. 30 seconds left. Ten seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And hold that plank or hold that fly there. Really focus on keeping your whole back straight. Get your neck in line with your shoulders so your head's not heavy. We got 10 more seconds. Then we'll get a water break and a cool down, and we'll be ready to answer that fun question. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Awesome job, everyone. Grab some water, and we'll move into a cool down very shortly. All right, we've got about 30 seconds left. You can keep your body moving. We don't want to get all tight. Let any of that lactic acid build up. That would really be not fun tomorrow. All right, we got 45 seconds, maybe. All right, so we're gonna start off with just some breathing exercises. So we're gonna do 5 count breaths, which means 1, 2, 3, inhale, push up 2 while you're holding, and then release down slowly to your sides. You're really just trying to fill your lungs as much as you possibly can. If you can only reach to here, that's great. Whatever you can do, just really focus on your breathing here. Try to slow down our heart rate. We're gonna start in 10, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, push up 1, 2, and then down. And you can do this standing if you're comfortable, or seated, doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, push up 1, 2, and down. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. So 1, 2, 3, up, push, and exhale. 1, 2. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Push and exhale. Awesome job. And now we're just going to get some of those static stretches in. So first we're going to put our arm across our chest. I'm going to do right arm first. And I'll have my left elbow cradled into my right elbow, just pulling that arm gently across. Try to get your shoulders as far away from your ears as possible. It'll just extend that stretch back through the back of your rotator cuff into those spinatus muscles to really get them loose. And we're going to switch in about 10 seconds to the other arm. Keep breathing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. If you want here, you can kind of get some motion in your hands and your fingers if they're feeling tight. I know we held weights for a lot of this, so it's totally understandable if those would be tight. Got 10 more seconds on this side, and then we're going to switch to a different stretch. 3, 2, 1. All right, and now we're going to put our right arm like we're trying to scratch our left shoulder. And if you can, grab onto that right elbow and just gently pull it toward your left side. You can feel this in your tricep. Sometimes I can even feel it up the side of my body. And if you're comfortable, you can also push your head back into that arm and just deepen that stretch and also engage your neck just a little bit. Got 5 seconds here, and then we'll switch sides. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Awesome. This one hurts. I don't know what I did to it. Probably all that holding. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Kind of just shake it out a little bit. And then the next one we're going to do is just a trunk twist. So I'm going to grab onto the back of my chair. If you're on the ground, you can just set your hand behind you. So I'm going to reach to the back of my chair with my right hand and just hold on. And then I'll reach my left hand just back right behind my butt. Kind of try and twist in my spine so that I'm facing my right side. As I breathe in, I'm going to try and get taller and just lengthen my spine. And then when I exhale, I'll try to get deeper into that stretch. So just really breathe into it. You'll get a better stretch that way. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to switch sides. So just get that left hand on the back of your chair and that right hand right behind your butt. I don't know why that word was so hard. And really breathe into this side. We did a lot of twisting today, so I would encourage you to maybe even do this stretch again when we're done if you feel comfortable. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. All right. So we got just a few more here. This one we're going to do a child's pose or a forward fold. If you're seated, you're just going to try and flatten your stomach and your chest up against your legs. Really release all the tension from your shoulders. And you can rest your hands either just dangling down or just have them crossed over on your shins like so. If you are on the ground, you can just sit back on your knees, lean forward. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can just come up a little bit. Our next one, we're going to do a twist in that child's pose. So if you're on the ground, you're just going to tuck your left hand, thread it through your right armpit, and put your left ear to the ground. And just hold that stretch, trying to get your head as close to the ground as possible. If you are seated, similar thing. So you're folded here. You're going to take that left hand under your armpit and kind of like you're going to hold on to this shoulder And just let this arm dangle or lay on your left knee, whatever you're comfortable with. And just allow your ear to kind of fall toward the ground. So we're gonna sit here. This is a good way to increase flexibility in your trunk and in your upper back. We got 5 more seconds here. 3. On this side, so if you notice that you're not as close to the ground or it just feels awkward, that's totally normal. One side is usually a little bit more flexible than the other. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, and this is our last stretch. If you're seated, you're just gonna lean down to the side, try to touch your, so if it's your right side, your right hand to that right heel, really feel it up through the side of your body. If you're standing, you can do this either seated or standing up. Just reach down to that side and lift your arm up into the air. You'll feel it in your hamstrings, the side of your body, maybe even a little bit in your arms. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come back up. Now we're going to switch to that other side. Just finish this up. Nice job, everyone. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Awesome job, everyone. If you're still feeling like your heart's beating really fast, you can do more of those breaths that we did in the beginning. Just really focus on breathing in really deep and then just exhaling slowly.